How's it going, guys? Welcome to the video. Today, we're going to talk about Bitcoin, a case study, and why you should keep buying. I crunched a lot of numbers on this and I went through the data, and I'm going to present a thesis to you as to why you should keep buying Bitcoin right now, even when we are in a lot of uncertainty. We got a lot of data here. We got a lot of charts to go through. If you get any value out of this, I put a lot of time into it. I'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like button, hit follow, subscribe, do all the things. Okay, so right now Bitcoin is at $90,000, and we're kind of in this tough purgatory zone, right? Do we keep buying? Should we not buy? Right, we're below the bull market support band, which some could say that's bearish. We're also very much above the 200-week average. We're going to talk more about that right now. And a lot of folks on Twitter and just Discords, random communities, they're telling me, gosh, I don't know if I should buy Bitcoin or not. I don't know if it's going to go up or down. And we're going to talk about why I think you should keep buying Bitcoin. So I ran a data analysis regression, and I looked at if you were to start buying Bitcoin every week, no matter what. It doesn't matter if the price was high, if the price was low, just you tuned out all the noise and you said, okay, I'm going to keep buying Bitcoin. What would your results be, right? And in this case study, I'm saying you started buying January 1st, 2020. Okay. So if we look at January 1st, 2020, that is right here. The price is roughly right in here. This is December 30th. So you're not buying the tops by any mean, right? You're not buying this top over here. You don't also start buying in the bottom either, right? You are quite literally just buying every week. So this chart is the weekly candles. So just think every new candle you bought more Bitcoin. So that means, yes, you were buying up here, you were buying down here, you even bought the tops here. Okay. And we're going to get into more details here. So you bought Bitcoin. For this example, I just said that you bought $100 a week, but it really depends on your budget. And the numbers actually don't matter because I'm going to show you percent returns here in just a second. But this thesis says, okay, you bought $100 of Bitcoin every week starting January 1st, and you're stopping as of January 9th, 2026. So roughly a 6-year period. Okay. So that means you would have made roughly 314 buys, right? Because there's been 314 weeks since January 1st, 2020. And if you did invest $100 a week, that means you would have contributed a total of $31,400 over that 6 years, buying just $100 a week. And again, the exact amount doesn't matter. Tailor it to your own budget, right? For you, it could be $10 a week or $20 a week. Or for others, it might have been like, hey, I have enough to contribute 200, 250, 300, 400, 500. The numbers don't really matter. Okay, so in this example, you bought $100 of Bitcoin per week. And if you would have done that, you would have accumulated about 1.1 to 1.3 Bitcoin, right? And I know there's some rough estimates there because it depends. Well, what day of the week did you buy? But just entertain me here for a little bit. You're gonna buy a little over a Bitcoin. That would have been okay. So how much would you have made, right? We said you accumulated a little over a Bitcoin. In today's value, I'm filming this January 10th, 2026. That cash equivalent of accumulating 1.1 to 1.3 Bitcoin is roughly $125,000. So I told you just a minute or two ago, it doesn't matter your exact dollar amount because I'm presenting a total percent return. So if you would have bought $100 of Bitcoin every week or X amount of dollars every week for the last 6 years, you would have a 230% return. And guys, stay towards the end of the video because I'm going to tell you how you can make this number much bigger, much bigger. Okay, so you made 230% over the last 6 years just buying Bitcoin every week. You kind of ignored the noise. You said, I don't care what the chart's doing. I'm just going to keep buying. Every week I'm going to buy. I don't care what it is. I believe in Bitcoin. I think this is one of the best assets out there. I'm just going to keep buying, keep buying. So what would your annual percentage be? Your rate of return. So for those who don't know, CAGR is compound annual growth rate. If you were to keep buying, you would have achieved a 22% compound annual growth rate over the last 6 years if you just ignored the noise and kept buying. Just as a FYI, this is double the returns of the S&P 500. I'm going to say that again. If you just buy Bitcoin every week, regardless of what the price is, based off this case study, you will have doubled the S&P returns, okay? So, of course, I made a chart about this. On the x-axis, you can see that we just have the date. I had mentioned earlier, we started buying January 1st, 2020, and we continued buying today. On the y-axis, we have the value in US dollars. I probably should have put a value in overall Bitcoin as well, maybe on this other y-axis. Stay tuned. Maybe I'll make another video on this. And also, I hate asking, but if you are getting any value out of this, a follow on Twitter, a subscribe on YouTube, a like would really go a long way. Okay, so this blue line is your total invested capital. And it makes sense that this line is linear, right? Because we're just investing $1 or $100 every week, or whatever your dollar amount is every week. So it makes sense that this is a linear line here. So at the end of that 6 years, we had mentioned you invested a little over $30,000. Now, the orange line is your portfolio net worth, okay? And you can see at the peak just a couple months ago, because right, we're accumulating Bitcoin, we're buying Bitcoin, this would have been well over $135,000. I already did all the math on this. Currently, it's a little over 100. So you can see, and then the green shaded area here is your appreciation, your profit. And that makes sense, right? This is the blue line is your total amount invested with your hard-earned dollars. The orange line is the value of the Bitcoin that you bought, and the green is your price appreciation, right? The difference between what you bought and what it's worth. So I'm hoping that here you can see if you just DCA Bitcoin every day, right? You zoom out and you DCA, this will go a long way. And I told my Discord a couple weeks ago, like, hey guys, I'm going to start buying Bitcoin again, specifically because of this. I did this data analysis a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh, this makes sense, right? It technically doesn't matter when you buy Bitcoin if you have a long enough horizon. And that's so important. If you have a long enough time horizon, it technically doesn't matter when you buy Bitcoin, okay? So we talked about how it makes sense to continue buying Bitcoin. Now, I told you, okay, well, we could potentially get a higher than 230% return. And now I'm going to talk about how we can do that. So we're saying that right now, Bitcoin, it's around $90,000. This white line right here, this white line is the 200-week moving average. And I'm going to zoom out a little bit. And I'm going to just move this box because I know it's probably distracting some people. So this white line is the 200-week moving average. And if you zoom way out, you can see all the way, gosh, we're going way back, right? This goes all the way back to roughly 2015. You can see that Bitcoin respects the 200-week moving average during the bear markets. So you can see here in 2019, the price came down to the 200-week moving average. You can see here, the Cerveza virus, it actually wicked below the 200-week average. And then in the 2022, 2023 bear market, we were actually below the 200-week moving average. And I put this buy box here because if you were to simply buy Bitcoin when it was at, near, or below the 200-week moving average, your returns, your compounded annual returns would be closer to 500 or 600%. Yes, you heard me correctly. You could quite literally double your total percent return if you simply are strategic with your buys when we get close to the 200-week moving average. Now, some people, they may say, yep, I want to maximize returns. I'm really going to buy heavy when we get closer to the bull market support band. So what would that look like in theory? Well, here we're saying, okay, you're just going to spend $100 a week. Well, one strategy in this example could be okay, when Bitcoin gets closer to the 200-week moving average, I'm going to buy heavier. Maybe I buy $300 or $400 a week, or put differently, I double, triple, 4x my buys once we get closer to the 200-week moving average. Another way that you could phrase this is, hey, maybe I'm doing smaller buys right now. In this particular example, you could say maybe I'm buying, 30, 40, 50 bucks a week. And then when Bitcoin gets closer to the 200-week moving average, I'm going to, 3, 4, 5x my buys. Now, another way to think about this, and just follow me here because this is really important. This is Benjamin Cohen's website, Into the Cryptoverse. He established something that he calls a risk metric, okay? The risk metric goes from 0.0 to 1.0, right? From 0 to 1. And he assigns different price ranges, different price targets to specific risk values. So for example, right now where we are in the cycle, a 0.5, I'm going to hide my face just so you can see this a little bit better. A 0.5 risk, so right in the middle, is equivalent to a $114,000 Bitcoin. Currently, I told you the price is roughly $90,000. That's roughly a 0.41 risk. So you may be asking yourself, okay, well, when is the best time for me to buy Bitcoin based off this risk metric? So here we've color coordinated the risk metric based on color. So this 0.9 to 1, that's red. And you can see we achieved that in the 2021 bull cycle. We also achieved this red, right, where we get above 0.9 risk in the 2017-18 bull market. I'm going to get rid of all of that, right? Because we're talking about buying Bitcoin. And I am just going to show you the 0.2 to 0.3 risk metric and the 0.1 to 0.2. Okay. To start off, let's just look at 0.2 to 0.3 on the risk metric, right? So 0.2 to 0.3. Well, in the last bear market, you would have been buying Bitcoin anywhere from 28,000 down to 17,000. Okay. 28,000 to 17,000. In 2019, right? The 2018, 2019 cycle, you would have been buying Bitcoin around 6,000, 7,000 and 4,000. Okay. Let's say we add this lower risk metric, 0.1 to 0.2, which by the way, it has hit every bear market. I'm going to say that again. The 0.1 to 0.2 risk metric, this one right here, has hit every bull cycle. And I promise I'm going somewhere with this. Just follow me. If that's the case, last bear market, you would have been buying Bitcoin below $16,000. In 2018 or 2019, you would have been buying Bitcoin at $4,000. So let's go back and just see, well, what is the price of Bitcoin if we were to get down to that 0.2 to 0.3 Bitcoin? Well, 0.3 correlates to a price of 65,000 and 0.2 correlates to a price of 50,000. So just nice round numbers, 50,000 to 65,000. Well, if we go back on the chart and we look at 60, when was the last time we were around 50 to 60,000? Well, I can tell you right now, this area right here that you're looking at, this whole chunk, this was the summer of 2024. And if you've been in crypto, you remember this time quite well. This is the Japan carry trade. And you can say there's actually a lot of support in this area, right? If Bitcoin were to fall back down to these levels, you'd be somewhere in the, mid 60s. And again, I'm just drawing some crude lines. So give me some grace here. But the lower part of that is 50s. If we fall back into this area right here, this could be a phenomenal buying zone. It really could. This could be a generational buy opportunity if we get to prices in this area. Okay. So that's what I'm looking for. Personally, I'm not trying to time things. I'm going to continue DCAing like I told my Discord several weeks or months ago. I'm just going to keep buying, right? Because this chart really, I think, is a great visual and it explains why you should just ignore the noise, keep stacking Bitcoin. All right. The last thing that I want to end on, and I guess I'll put my face on for this. I really, really appreciate all your support. I put a lot of time into making this and doing the data analysis. If you got any support out of this, please consider giving me a follow on Twitter, subscribing on YouTube, liking this comment. It really does go much farther than you would realize. If you got any value out of this, do all the things. Really appreciate you. Stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys on my next video.